How long gone? The Queen is almost dead. Them jeans. Jason Stewart live from New York. It's How Long Gone. What the fuck is up, bro? How you feeling?
Not awesome, but better than I think I should be feeling.
Okay.
I did do a good amount of drinking last night.
Yeah, you did. I was witness to the litness, as they say. But I feel like you've been up and at 'em. I feel like you maybe had a breakfast moment.
Well, yeah, I had some cold brew, a little yogurt. It wasn't really much, you know. It was hard because of my Parmesan and fish diet. I had to resist my urge to get a classic New York City bacon, egg, and cheese for breakfast.
I thought maybe you would break your own rules and get a nice stack of flapjacks at the diner or something, but...
Well, that would technically fit into the diet, Chris. There's no cheese or meat in flappies, but I don't know.
Okay, well...
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm just kind of doing beverages. I got kombuchas. I got my Athletic Greens AG1. I even got a Taika cold brew, just a walk down memory lane for so I have like NFT coffee, all kinds of stuff is going through my veins right now.
I wonder how the NFT coffee price that Taika's fucking good. That's the thing. It does get you jacked.
It's expensive as hell. It's NFT related. It's DAO coffee, but at the end of the day, goddamn it, if it ain't one of the better cold canned coffees.
I don't know. I mean,
just period.
I would maybe put a sleeve on, like get a koozie. You know what I mean? So people don't see the Dow.
You would
stuff.
debadge the coffee.
I would debadge just because I don't want people to think I'm Dow associated. But I'm glad that you were able to partake in the event last night, and that you didn't get too, at least when I was with you, you weren't too twisted. But maybe that's just because you're such a stoic party veteran that you can hold it together.
Yeah, I'm a stoic king. That is true. I mean, I'm not alone in this, but my partner and we both sort of have a good ability of like keeping it all together. And then as soon as you leave public domain and enter into your private world, then you're allowed to let your hair down. And when I say that, I mean, be like violently blacked out drunk or whatever it may be, you know?
Okay.
So it's a Jekyll and Hyde thing that us toxic Virgos can kind of turn off and on whenever we want to.
I understand. So did you wake up with any surprises in the room? You know what I mean? Maybe some.
Oh, I wet the bed. If that's what you're asking.
No, I didn't know if you maybe had a sheet tied around the fan, Bourdain style, anything crazy like that.
Trust me. After my vacation, my week of rest and relaxation, I don't think the chandelier could hold me.
I know.
I'm 10 over right now. That's why I'm doing my Parmesan diet.
I know. But I mean, we celebrated J. Crew last night with a performance from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and
sounded great.
They sounded great, dude. I mean, honestly, there was a lot of sound equipment in that venue, and it's a small venue. It's a new place called Jeans on Lafayette.
Jeans 'S.
Jason is not affiliated, just to be clear. But if they would like some sort of kind of spokesperson deal, you know how to get in touch with me, and I can kind of negotiate those rates directly.
The only thing I'm negotiating with them is a lawsuit.
That's right. You've been served, bitch.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
But the amount of equipment in the venue when I got there, I was like, wow, this is a lot. And then they sounded so good that I'm like, oh, okay, that's all worth it, I guess. You know what I mean? It all made sense.
Yeah, there was nothing that wasn't needed there. A lot of times when you see a show, it'll be a lot of fluff and useless shit everywhere to make you sound and feel more professional, like the fake Marshall half stack amps and things like that.
We call those.
But no, I think they had everything they need, nothing you don't.
Yeah, no dummy cabs on stage. You know what I mean?
Dummy cabs, that's what it is.
I hate dummy cabs, but I think that the
Dehd would never dummy cab.
Never. But Karen O is still has it, you know, and she really brings it. I have to say, the energy is kind of it's a little refreshing. I feel like you just don't see that kind of shit anymore.
No, because there's a little like when you're a band and you're kind of doing a corporate show, there's a little bit of like, you can kind of see through the smile that they're putting on, like, well, time to put on my money-making face for the next 35 minutes kind of thing. And when you look into Karen O's eyes and see her smile, it feels authentic, actually. It feels like, oh, like she really is
I agree.
happy to be playing her music in front of a crowd, even if it is a crowd of people who did not buy a ticket and are only there because of their PR list connections, it's still a genuine smile. It's beautiful.
No, I agree. And I also feel like the crowd, and I obviously I'm biased because it had something to do with it, but I feel like the crowd was, ripe for this performance particularly. Like it felt like people who were actually excited to see it.
Yeah, what did I say yesterday? It was a party for people from 2008, thrown by people from 2008. It was everything that we want.
It's and there were some surprise guests in the building.
Fivio.
We finally got to build with friend of the show, Fivio Foreign, the voice of New York, who did roll up in a in an armored Suburban with bodyguards who did sweep the venue before he entered.
Did they really sweep?
I mean, I don't think it was a Secret Service level, but you know,
right. They weren't checking for bugged phones. They were just checking to see if Durrell from 104th and Linux was there.
I was like,
because it might get to going.
Not tonight. You know what I mean? But the biggest surprise of Fivio's appearance was that I think for the entire Yeah set, he was in the front row, bobbing his head, and maybe sparking a little bit of a spleef here and there. I would hope so.
But I like that you were like, hey, Fivio Foreign, come to this J. Crew party. And he's like, all right, bet, I'll be there. And you're like, okay. And then he's like, here I am. No, I'm at this party.
Sarah Mary, who does his press, like texted me like, all right, we're on our way. And I'm like, oh, we're on our way. Okay, great. No problem. We'll see you guys shortly.
Shout out to Sarah. I got to meet her last night as well.
But it was, it was good to have him in the building. It really excited the like 6 guys that work at the Noah store. So I've earned some great
all the hot 22-year-olds who work at Noah were very impressed that I said hi to him.
Uncle Chris really is tapped in the streets. I thought he was just making a joke, but everybody doubts me, Jason. I'm kind of sick of it, but
no, don't be sick of it, Chris. That's what excites me.
Oh, okay. All right, good. But yeah, overall, we had dinner across the street at Indochine, and then did you guys go out after?
No.
Okay. You grabbed because there was
we were going to, but no.
There was a 9 Orchard event. But there's 3 events every night, and I just, I have to get my sleep because no matter what happens, Jason, there's berries at 8:30. You know that. But I'm a little, kind of going through it today a little bit. Well, after such a grand victory last night, you know what I mean? I felt like it was a real success. Everybody seemed happy,
Yeah, where do you go from here?
I had to you're familiar with Vogue magazine, right?
Vogue magazine, American Vogue, Turkish Vogue?
American. So they're doing this thing called Vogue World, which is like a whole thing, and it's going to be live streamed. But Anna had called me.
This is the first I hear of this.
Well, I didn't want to kind of spoil it, but I have to. So they were like, Chris, we'd really love for you to be there. And I was like, well, Anna, thank you for calling me. I love the new Serena cover. Loved you on Good Morning America. I can't make it because I have a birthday party for myself. I'm turning 40 and I can't, that's on the 11th. I couldn't be back in LA for the 12th with the budget. It just doesn't work. And then
it's tricky.
They replaced me with someone in kind of all the advertising materials.
So they were going to average. So you were just going to be an attendant of the party, and that had its own advertising campaign. Just the fact that you RSVP.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow, that's powerful.
And because of they were like, well, it's easy. It'll be easy to kind of swap you out because you guys have such similar abs. They replaced me with Lil Nas X, and I'm just a little bit, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys have been interchangeable for decades now, is what it seems like, right?
I just don't know. I just don't know if that. I mean, I'm still gonna live stream it, of course, to see like how he does or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm a little bit. I'm gonna be speaking to him directly. Is what I want.
So what happens at Vogue World? Is it just Jennifer Lawrence just walks around looking homely? What happens over there?
I don't know exactly. I think that's part of the mystery.
Okay.
And
only one way to find out.
That's why I was intrigued, but I'm also still like a little hurt. And I think that I'm expecting kind of an apology letter from Anna on her stationery.
From the desk of A-Dub?
Yeah, from the desk of A-Dub. Sorry,
bro.
Go
for Dub.
Sorry, go for Dub. but I guess I'll manage, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know like, I'm going to talk. If you could actually, Jason,
That's tough, man.
if you could talk to Nas with me, I think that would kind of be a little more powerful because I know he listens.
I did briefly say hi to him at the Tom Ford Hombre event, of course. So
I'm
sure he's been waiting for my correspondence since then.
He's waiting. Go for TJ.
Yeah,
he's been waiting
because
he's been
I
waiting
think
for a
our
while.
last interaction was he handed me his valet ticket, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm actually just I was just walking out. I was
No. We were at the same party. Technically, you were in a different section, but you know.
No, he was just jealous because everyone was looking at the guy from Never Have I Ever and not him.
I
What's
don't
his
even
name?
remember. God,
I'm talking to you. Wait, Braxton Yoshida Hall. Paxton Yoshida Hall was there,
that guy,
shirtless
that guy.
on the.
Yeah.
He was riding the mechanical bull, and Lil Nas X was not getting the shine he deserved.
Sorry, I don't acknowledge people named Paxton. That's just kind of my rule. That
I
sounds
don't
like
acknowledge people named Paxton either, especially 35-year-old, 5-foot tall hotties named Paxton.
yeah, that feels like a threat to you, even though the height is so different.
Even though I can fit him in the front or back pocket of my new wide leg J. Crew trousers, he's so tiny. I would never do that.
I don't fuck him. Fuck Paxton. Also sounds like definitely a name my sister would have considered for her child in the South.
Yeah,
so that's why
the
it's
name
interesting.
Paxton has a lot of range. It could either be like the hot half Asian, half white kid in Newport Beach, like, oh, that's just Paxton Yoshida. He's actually like he's sponsored by like Baker and stuff. Or he could be like your sister's kid's name, Paxton and Braylene.
Paxton and Braylene, get back. No, don't. Mom, we're going to Chick-fil-A.
I want to know
minutes.
how do you spell Paxton with a IGH though? Because that's sort of necessary in this situation.
To say your sister Bailey, you know how to spell it. BAYLEIGH. You know how to spell it. Don't do this.
You keep up this attitude, I'm going to add an H to it.
Don't do this.
Legally.
I'll change your damn birth certificate. We do have a guest today. One of my favorite emerging artists, Dehd, a band from Chicago. Their album is called Blue Skies. It's out now from our friends at Fat Possum.
Shorty got a Fat Possum. They're America's leading ratty band, I would say.
They're just I was honestly like, I like the cover art, and I was like, I'll check this out, and it was quite good, and I've listened to it a lot, and I've turned a lot of people in my life onto it, and they seem to like it too. And I'm hopeful that they are certified freaks because they look like it. You know what I mean? So I hope they bring kind of the goods to the combo.
Yeah, when I saw their video of them, just the three of them playing, it was reminding me of when the XX first emerged, and it was like a guy and a girl singing, weird guy in the back playing drums, but not on like a drum kit, just kind of like hitting a few things and a few pads.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, who the fuck are these people? So they're sort of like if the XX train hopped is sort of what they are.
Okay, so it's the American XX, and they're in the yard waiting for the car.
You know, it's giving Union Pacific.
Okay, this is good. Union Pacific with sick melodies.
Shout out to all my freight heads out there. But yeah, let's give him a jingle. I think she's coming in from her tweaker house in New Mexico. Living off the grid.
She's living off the grid in a commune, and then I
think she gets her Wi-Fi from like steam power, or maybe there's a waterfall nearby that they can sort of harness to crank the Wi-Fi machine. I don't know.
I hope the signal is strong. Let's give him a call. So Emily said, "Fuck this shit" to doing this podcast because her headphones aren't charged. What were you do? Were you in the sauna with them? What's the problem?
I live in the desert. I just got off Hell Tour. Stop laughing.
Okay, so you got to go on a great American tour or North Europe, and that was hell. It was hell to meet your fans and get paid thousands of dollars. You know what?
It's okay. I hate tour too.
Have y'all been on tour?
Yeah, we have. And
Have y'all been on tour for 15 years? Have you been on tour sober for 15 years as a woman with only men around you?
Okay.
And when you're 38?
Okay, now it's time.
Okay, these guys.
No, there we go.
These guys are fucking nasty. I can tell.
Don't even.
Emily needs this vacation.
I will smack you down.
Now, do you live in Chicago or do you live in the desert?
No, I live in the desert. I'm not on vacation. I'm in my real life, which is home.
This house, I have to say, the house that I'm seeing is expansive, I would say, to say the least.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh, yeah. When you live in the desert, every day is a vacation, right, Emily?
Yeah.
Now, do you love the mysticism and the appeal of the desert and the sunsets, the smells, obviously the dry heat?
Yeah.
That's what I like about
All
it.
of the above. Amazing here.
Do you also like that you're surrounded by people who are on the run from like criminal charges?
Actually, yes. Because honestly, when at the end of the world happens, I'm going to be in a good spot because I'm around all the crazy people who know how to like really survive.
They have the extra special good guns that normally people don't have.
Yeah, they have cool guns and like 4-wheelers and horses and like I want to be around like Waterworld people, you know. I just watched the movie on the plane.
I don't know if I've ever been around people like that, but maybe I do as well. How would you describe them, you know, physically? Or is it more of a state of mind?
It's more of a state of mind, but they're like it's like cowboy dirty desert rat, like
little train hopper.
5% steampunk.
It's not steampunk.
It's like 5%. It's sprinkled on top.
It's not train hopper. Listen, Jason doesn't know what he's talking about. The steampunk and train hopper are trying to be these people.
Okay.
This is like the real deal.
Train hopper's wish.
Okay, shots fired.
I'm just a posh city girl cosplaying as a desert rat, but I will never be one of these true cowboy people.
Now, do they like you? Do they like you out there? Or are they like this chick is stealing the swag?
No, they love
we
me.
can tell she ain't from around here.
They love me because I host parties and I have free beer, and because I have tattoos, they think I'm like a badass, which is funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't really look like a posh city gal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I definitely am.
Yeah,
Which is cool. So what are some posh city girl parts about you that we wouldn't normally know?
Food delivery and Uber and like I spray my pillows with Chanel, like
This bitch.
Okay, all right.
Welcome home, sister. Welcome home.
now you sound like me. So this is getting a little bit weird.
do you spray your pillows with Chanel?
No, but I do have some multiple sheet sprays that I do. A linen spray is something people should have.
Oh my god, it smells so good. I'm like, I know. I'm curating everything, all the moods, like the lighting, the smells. You just want it to be like a beautiful nest that you don't want to live in like a trash hole.
Are you saying that your bandmate Jason lives in a trash hole?
Yeah. Well, Jason's version of Chanel is a trash hole.
Damn,
So for
shots
him, that is
fired.
what he wants.
I actually don't even have a place to live right now.
No, it's no shade. Yeah, he literally doesn't live anywhere else. He actually is a raccoon. No, but Jason doesn't take offense to that. Like, I wish I was Jason. He can just lay on the ground with a jean jacket and he's like happy. And I'm like, I will do that experimentally to prove to myself I can, but I would kill myself before I have to live the rest of my life like that. But Jason's like, good night.
Jason, I would like to ask, do you think this has to do, Jason, are you a young man? Maybe life's ills haven't kind of hit you yet?
No, but you know the weird thing? I've just turned 31 in March.
He's actually an old man.
I have like a 70-year-old man living inside of me, but I'm like feel like I'm becoming a 20-year-old again, and like recently I don't have a house to live, so now I'm like really like embracing like being outside and like doing it all out there. Like, so I was just like went for a run, and then I was like, I guess the park is now my living room, and I'm like, I'm gonna do some like workouts, then I'll just like lay around for a little bit.
So you're experiencing the outdoors in a new way as, let's say, a homeowner, basically is what it sounds like. It sounds like you bought a house and the house is public spaces.
It sounds like you've rebranded homelessness and you made it your own narrative. And I also like that Emily said, if I had to live one day the way you live, I would kill myself. And he's like, yeah, life's pretty good. I went for a run and hung out at the park.
Jason, are you in Chicago?
I'm actually staying at our on the couch at our drummer's house right now.
He has like his stuff in a trash bag pile behind him.
Yeah, but oddly the trash bags aren't mine, but there are trash bags next to my stuff.
Okay. This sounds like, okay. So,
Well, don't get those confused, Jason.
Yeah.
Don't get those confused.
yeah, I don't want you walking out with your trash when you finally do get an apartment under the train tracks. I think that I like this classic band narrative where the singer is kind of doing his or her own thing while the rest of the band is forced to slum it, you know what I mean, in Chicago. This is like, so does Emily do you have your own bus or van or private jet? Is this like a Mick Jagger thing, or is this just living situation?
Well, me and Jason are both the singers, but yeah, no, this is my living. Like, what do I live in?
I mean, I know you both. Look, I understand that you both sing. I'm actually a big fan of the band. That's why we're having you on the show. But you're behaving differently than Jason. That's what I would like to point out.
Me and Jason are different. What makes us work so well together? We're like a divorced sibling.
Okay, that's hot. First of all, that's hot. How long have you guys?
Yeah, it seems like you guys have like a very healthy, open line of communication between each other, for better or for worse. Does that sound about right?
No.
You guys work that shit out.
If he were to accidentally step on one of your pedals or something, you're not going to kind of have it out on stage. You're going to you'll talk about it after, like adults.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cause I'm really screwing up the tone that we just like randomly select the knobs each night anyways.
my tone, see, that's a funny example because my tone is basically like when the amp gets put into the box and then taken out of the box, whatever happens to the knobs is just whatever my bass will sound like that night. And the sound guy will be like, can you like turn it? And I'm like, oh yeah, I just don't even look at it. You can do whatever, I don't know, like, if it's on, I'm like, it's good. And Jason and Eric are like, it sounds like shit.
You guys have a refreshing approach to music and playing it live, I will say. I
have to say, I'm so sick of all these dorks talking about tone and making their own pedals and shit. Like, get a life, dude. Like,
I actually do that.
That's what Jason does. You're like literally opposite.
Make sure to follow my pedal making account on Instagram.
Like, are you just a guy who likes to tinker? Is that what got you here? Or you couldn't find the tones that you needed from one of these big retailers?
Oh man, I don't know. I was building preamps. It's mostly because I'm cheap, and so I'm like, oh well, fuck it. Like, okay, I can build this stuff for like $10.
Yeah, but he has money. He has money.
But he spends it all on soldering irons, is what it sounds like.
It's exactly components. Yeah, exactly. You know, they're like 15 cents a piece. So I'm like, baby, let's get 100 pack. Let's go.
He'll have like 3 shirts in his hand. He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, just buy them all. They're $2. And I'm like, I buy the whole store. And he's like, I don't know. And he just puts them all back. And I'm like, I don't understand this level of frugalness and like measured decision making. Like, we're like literally complete opposites. I'm like utter chaos. And he's like measured, careful.
I gotta say, I like this dynamic.
Jason and I have a similar dynamic. Jason is chaos. And I'm very logical, down to earth. I'm unfortunately not a spendthrift. I spend a lot more. Jason is historically cheap, but also chaotic. So it's interesting.
I like to tinker.
Very interesting.
I'll tinker with some soldering shit.
Jason, how are you at home? I know you don't have one. Again, sorry not to dwell on that, but how are you at like? How are you at like?
Well reference.
At like home. How are you like home improvement? Because my Jason loves to clean the gutters, clean this, do that, like build this. Mm-hmm. You're not into that.
No, he's into it.
I'm working towards that so hard. Like I have so many tools. I got saws. I got multiple saws, power saws.
Let's just say I have multiple saws. And Emily, are you getting in there? And
I live in an off-grid shed with a wood stove.
Okay, so you gotta. If you don't do it, nobody will.
I have to chop my own wood to stay warm. It's insane.
Oh shit!
I know. So like, I'm a posh city girl, but I'm like doing it. I'm doing the deal.
Why are you doing this? Who did you murder?
It's like the opposite of tour. It's like I wanted to be somewhere that was the opposite of tour. Like it's quiet, expansive. I have to like be self-sustainable and like with a bunch of other people who are the same way. And it's just nice to be like, yeah.
Is this a commune?
I know how to make a fire. It kind of is.
Oh no! Don't tell me it's a commune. They don't let people with face tats in communes where I'm from. So this is an interesting development.
It's called the Greater World Earthship Community.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, Emily. Okay, and you said you're sober. We're confirming sobriety.
Greater World Earthship Community. Okay.
I'm the only sober person here. Everybody is wasted. It is filled with like insane feral children who are like anarchists and drunk. And then I'm like super organized, super sober, super successful, super grounded, super city. And then I'm in there like, hey guys, you want to come to my kegger? It's like free beer. And they like don't understand me at all. They're like, I don't understand how like you exist.
This is fucked up.
Now, are they familiar? Are they familiar with the band because you like told them, or do they listen to KEXP on their laptop?
No, they they listen to music on YouTube.
A lot of
Sick.
young people do
Okay.
that. That's fine.
Literally insane to me. They're like, wow, you have a lot of views on your, like, they judge by views. And I'm like, I don't even open YouTube ever once in my life. I don't even look at that. Like, but I'm like, it's so funny to me the level of success that they view the world through. And then like what I'm like, I'm looking at like Spotify streams and like the radio play, like it's like a whole other thing. And they're like, YouTube views are up. You're like famous. I'm like, not really.
That's because we're boomers and that we care about the radio. Thank God you mentioned that, because
I love the radio.
but YouTube is unfortunately the future. I've been told by sources that it's going to be the only thing that survives. It's going to be like the one that makes it all the way through till the end.
It's going to destroy TikTok. Do you believe that, Emily?
No. I'm like so angry. I just deleted all my social media and I got a phone that only does call and text and I'm about to switch over to it. I'm going to be like,
But how will you listen to all the podcasts, Emily?
Yeah, how are you listening to How Long Gone?
Is this like a light phone?
yeah, it is. It's live phone.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
about
familiar with the light phone.
Shout out to our sponsor, Lightphone. You guys are awesome.
I'm scared.
So, but how are you going to communicate with your like beloved band members, like your management, obviously your publisher who's going to send you all these checks? Like I don't understand, like email?
I love this. Yeah. Oh, on my phone. It's just like a landline that I carry around with me.
This is bullshit. This is just bullshit.
Maybe Chris is angry because he doesn't understand like interstellar telepathy, the way that you communicate with your team.
Okay, it's like the Matrix. I'm getting out of the pod.
I just don't
You're not ready.
If you're going to do this off the grid BS, then be about it. Like no light phone, no phone at all. Be a real one. Don't half step, because you're right now
I would if I wasn't in a band.
What did you do? What did you do before you were in a band? You tattooed?
I still tattoo. That's
Okay.
the only way I make money. You know, people are like, I'm going to take a break from Instagram. I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm going to take a break from my iPhone.
I'm going to take a mental health detox from my
It's
devices.
absolutely embarrassing. Okay, I know it's embarrassing, and I'm doing it.
You're talking to a couple of guys who only do embarrassing bullshit about it like this, so it's fine.
Yeah,
It's a
we have
safe space.
what's more, you guys are in a cool band. We have a podcast. What's more embarrassing? Let's really, if you want to really lay it out, like what's more embarrassing? Okay.
No,
You can play
podcasts
an instrument. I can't even do that. You know what I mean? I can't even do that. I'm worthless.
I mean, I can't even do it.
What do your groupies look like?
Oh my god, I actually have groupies now.
Yeah, I'm sure you
It's
do.
exciting. It just started happening, and I'm really excited about the dynamic shift of like, oh, you don't have to be like a weird, creepy rock dude to have a groupie. Like this, like really hot man came up to me at a recent show in Atlanta, who's like from the Netherlands or something, and he was just like, "Let me adore your body" or some shit, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, he sounds like John. Was it John Legend?
I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this way that you're hitting on me. Maybe because you're not an American dude, and it somehow seems not creepy. But I was like,
What about the guy who came up to you and he whispered in your ear, "I will surprise you one day"?
That sounds more like a murderer than a groupie. But sorry, go ahead.
Whatever. I had my first one night stand at age 37. Okay, and it was really fun, and it was with maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I've just never had one. I felt like a little kid.
First one night stand.
I was like, guys, I had a one night stand. I didn't get murdered. It was really cool.
Girl power.
Have you guys watched Inventing Anna Delvey?
yes, of course.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so the guy sounded like a British Anna Delvey, if you could even fathom that.
So a guy sounded like British Anna Delvey, and you still fucked him?
It's so funny.
That's
The whole
crazy.
time I was like, well, there's a lot of stuff I'll do in my life because I'm like, this is the most hilarious story ever. I can't wait to talk about it later.
Do it for the story. I'm with it.
Right. And he was like talking. I was like, I can never tell him that he literally sounds like Anna Delvey. It's so funny. I was like, you could say anything and I'm laughing because you sound like Anna Delvey. You also sound like the guy from The Room.
Do you think he knew who Anna Delvey was? If you were to say that, would he even be able to comprehend?
I don't think so.
So he was like, Emily, let me get some titty, please. And you're like, yes, let's do it. Let's do this.
Yeah. He was like, Czechoslovakian mixed with British.
Okay.
And like an ex-pro skateboarder and like literally looks like a model. I was like,
There we go. There we
yes,
go.
please.
Okay.
I was waiting for the good part, and we found it finally. Thank God.
Okay. So he's a there's a lot of guys in your life who sleep on the floor, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I only date chaos, trash raccoon people.
If you got a mattress, keep on pushing. Keep on pushing down to the next truck stop.
A harder floor is better for my back. You know, we have pain. It's just a better way to sleep.
No, floor is good.
No, Jason, I want to hear about your groupies.
Yeah.
Who are these popular science reading chicks who are all up on you?
I don't think I have any groupies
You
anymore.
do. This last tour, Jason had a crowd of women around him every night of this last tour.
Come on,
This person wasn't a groupie, but I did meet this pop star from South Africa at a festival, and then I didn't know who they were, but then I was like, they're like, do you want to go on this Ferris wheel? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so we like went on this Ferris wheel, and then they're like, yeah, I'm like a sex icon in South Africa. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then we like looked up her Wikipedia page later, and she's like teaching the youth about like sex positivity. And we're like, oh my God.
Imagine calling yourself a sex icon.
I like that too.
The confidence.
It was pretty bold. It was cool.
She was an influencer. That's
what sex icon means now.
What happened on this Ferris wheel, Jason? You know what I'm saying? You got a little Ferris?
We danced a little bit, but mostly like her and her friend were just giving me their phone to film them.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you graduated, you went straight past sex and went straight to Instagram boyfriend. Got it.
Basically. And
It's
I was
happened
like,
to the best of us.
I'm like, I don't really like having the phone. I'm like, I would kept just trying to pass it back to them. And they'd be like, okay, cool. And then they'd be like, here you go. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, actually, thanks.
The Ferris wheel ride seemed a little long, is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I forget that the festivals are really, the festivals really open up your market. You know what I mean? Because then you're seeing all kinds of freaks. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, it really increases your discoverability.
It's the international food court.
Yeah. To use terms you guys might understand as Spotify artists.
Yeah.
The food court.
Well, you guys have you have more touring to do for the rest of the year, but you guys were just in Europe, and then you're going to do like America and probably more. Since you guys have been on the tour the whole time, and then now you guys have to talk to each other again on FaceTime, is this difficult for you, or are you like trying to get your alone time and your space? I'm just speaking as a Virgo, where I need to rest and recharge in solitude.
I'm a Virgo.
I knew it, girl. I knew it. Welcome home.
When is your birthday? I just had my birthday.
September 4th, and Chris's is next week.
September 3rd! Oh my God.
Oh, fuck.
Chris, you're also a Virgo?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
This is our time.
This is our
Jason,
time.
get out of here.
Yeah, I'm an Aries. Okay.
What about the drummer though?
What about him?
He is in his room playing a skateboard video game, or he's outside on the court playing real life skateboarding. Actually skateboarding. And he won't talk to us or respond to any text until probably U.S. tour starts and we're in the same car.
I like this. So he's saying I'm back on four wheels. I'll check you losers when the check comes. He's all set.
Oh yeah.
He's like that all the time since we met. Like he's very like, it's like the group text is me and Jason talking a lot in long paragraphs, logistics, and then me talking a lot emotionally, and then Eric answering once a month with a okay.
We went for a bike ride. I guess actually I got Eric to go out. We went to a bar the other night, but he was like, his phone was ringing a bunch, and he's like, "This is weird." He's like, "Usually it's either you or Emily." So who could this be? Like,
I didn't give my mom this number, so I don't really know who's calling me right now.
Nobody's
That's
ever
so
called
weird.
me before.
Who is the tour manager that has to deal with this bullshit, or is there not one?
in the UK, it's this amazing guy named Rogier,
Brokier?
and here it's this person Bailey.
Rogier.
He's Dutch.
Oh, he's Dutch. Okay,
He's a
okay.
killer.
So do you think these people?
He's sick. He's my roommate.
do you
Cool.
do you think these people like you deep down, or do you think it's just another job and another band? Do you think this relationship would continue without the monetary component?
I doubt it. Or sometimes I doubt it when I'm just feeling low, but I think he likes us because, like, he came out of retirement, I guess, to do it. Or he's like, I don't like touring, but he's doing it with us. So
Does he have some gnarly stories
Oh.
of the good old days when he was working with fucking pet shop boys or something? Like, you got anything good?
Honestly,
Like a Clint Eastwood
he
movie.
does.
he's got some a lot of junkie stories, like having
Yeah,
to just
we're
like wrangle some shit. So we're like easy for him.
He's like, you guys look like junkies, but you're not.
Yeah, like exactly.
You don't want anything, any heroin at all?
We
Okay.
just sleep. We just sleep like we're like babies. We just sleep all day, and then like we would just want to go to the hotel and lay down again.
That's
Right.
You're speaking for you and Eric. I do stuff.
Okay, me and Eric, yeah, Jason and Rohir hang out, and they are roommates, and they're the same.
Jason is feeling the rain on his skin. He's feeling.
You're hitting the local nightlife. You're hitting the local nightlife. You're chatting it up with locals. You're kind of trying to see
this
what's
dick's
going
not
on.
going to suck itself.
See me at the Natural Wine Bar out in Amsterdam, like
It's true.
just trying to catch the vibe.
And me and Eric are like, get us to our safe space. We don't. This is too.
I need to play my skateboard video game, and you're like, let's see what the town's looking like with a glass of orange right now. You know what I mean? See what I can drum up on the road.
That's literally my night 2 days ago. Yeah.
Go around, kick the tires.
Even when he's at home, a cold orange and checking out the talent is on the menu.
Yeah, Jason, have you ever sent a glass of orange over to a single gal at the end of the bar?
You know, I haven't, but I think I'm gonna have to try to start. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about Aperol Spritz or whatever?
No, we're talking about some skin contact wine. You know,
That's
Ooh,
right.
and that's your opening line, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I love a little mineral. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, chuggable
I
minerality.
know nothing about this.
Emily, are you're more of a what's your cheap beer brand that you run to over there in the desert? Coors Light,
I don't know.
whatever's cold, bitch.
No, I get White Claw for everybody because I don't drink, but I buy it for my friends. So they seem to really like White Claw, which I feel like would be disgusting, but
It is, but these people
Okay.
respond. They respond well to the claw. So if it ain't broke,
Yeah,
don't
it
fix
seems
it.
like it's.
Yeah,
This says
people
more
love the
about
claw.
you and who you're socializing with than it does about the quality of the claw. But it sounds like I
they'll
don't.
drink anything.
I was going to say I'm a little worried about you, Emily, because although you seem quite happy, I feel like you've surrounded yourself with like sycophants who are looking to you for alcohol. I feel like you're like the cool person standing outside. You're like going into the liquor store and teenagers are outside asking you.
Yeah, it feels
to buy them a sixer.
transactional almost, Emily. What are you hoping to get out of these relationships?
I mean, I'm joking. No, I'm really good at hosting parties because basically I live with everyone here is like a hermit. And they need someone to bring them together. So I'm like the bridge. And then they're all like, oh, thank God. Now we're all hanging out. And then I get to like see all my friends at one time rather than having to go
Two birds, one stone.
individually.
Okay, hold
It's
on.
very
So
Virgo.
you like these people, just to be clear.
They would come without the beer. That's like my baggage. I'm like, I feel like I need to like host in that way, but everyone's like, this is extra. And I'm like, I just really like hosting a perfect party. You know what I mean?
No, I like that everyone's sort of like, we all need to be socialized, even though we might not feel like it at that moment.
Yeah.
But you're gonna go the extra mile and be like, hey, I'm gonna schedule it all.
And we have game night.
Not game night. Emily, God damn it. You're an adult woman. You don't need to be playing fucking Monopoly.
Listen, I hate games deeply, but I'm in a time where I'm trying to just expand my consciousness
I love it.
and myself. So I'm like, okay, I'll play this stupid fucking, like we played Catan and I was like,
Oh. Okay, that's different. I thought this was just.
I don't know what that
you're
is.
Playing, you're getting real deep.
What is that?
That's like some Dungeons and Dragons shit,
Oh,
Chris.
no. Okay, no.
kind of like a colonizing game. It's a little wacky.
Colonizing
and then there's
game?
like,
It's one of my favorite colonizing games.
it is. You're just like trying to get land and animals and everyone's like fighting for, I'm just like, I'm not sure about this game.
It's kind of the board game version of Where You Live.
No, because, well,
Just
maybe.
always getting in arguments and fighting over livestock.
Yeah. Do you guys have any livestock on site there, or is it
Yeah.
too dry for that? Do you?
No, we have.
What kind? What are we looking at? What's in the stable?
Goats or rams or whatever that are just wild, like running around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's really crazy here. It's like really crazy. Then there's like coyotes everywhere.
Where do you fly? Do you fly to Santa Fe, Albuquerque?
I'm Santa Fe because I deeply hate Albuquerque.
Yeah.
It's 2.5 hours to Albuquerque and it's an hour and a half to Santa Fe. So I try to do Santa Fe even though it's like double the price.
We've talked about this on the podcast
Yeah,
before,
worth
but
it.
the Santa Fe Sunport is
Amazing.
it's one of the
Wait,
best
why have we
airports.
talked about it?
Because I've been there a lot, and it's a really cool airport. It's like one of the best airports in the country.
Good.
I just love the vibes of the American Southwest and what they bring me, and the hot springs and the local cuisine.
You get it. Yeah.
I'm a fan of turquoise-based jewelry.
Yeah, Jason's more of a turquoise cat.
And I'm an enchilada girl as well.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the airport, and I love talking about it with people who have been there because it's so cute. It's like one room. They have like snacks for sale. Everything is $2, and it's like honor system. Like you put money in this little box. It's just sitting there. There's no people around. It's crazy to me.
It's really is like it feels honestly almost like a private airport. Like you could pull up your car 5 minutes before and walk in and you're good to go is the vibe.
You can.
But
there's only 3 people working.
Yeah, it's really great, Jason. And I think that the Southwest is I would say the best place in America that you can go that feels truly like somewhere else to me. Like it feels like really weird and out there.
Yeah.
But it does attract freaks like you who are on the run. Which is, it gives me Alaska vibes in that way.
But also, Chris, since you like it and Emily likes it, and you guys are both sober, maybe I think it's possible to kind of feel high without drugs over there in the high desert. Is that safe to say, Emily?
Yeah.
You ever catch a high just checking out the sky? You know what I mean? Just cruising in your pickup truck.
I just feel like actually happy. It's really weird. Like I land here and I'm like, okay, thank God. And I feel like grounded and normal, which is rare. As a human,
good.
like when do you feel that way? Almost never.
It's true. You got any Native American in you, Emily?
No. I'm not one of those people that's like, I have 2%. Sorry.
Stop coming for the Native Americans.
No, I'm white.
What does your mom think about you, or is she a crazy chick too?
My parents are like really accepting of me. I don't know how. I've been an insane person my whole life.
I don't either. I bet you gave them a hard ass time.
I did. I was the firstborn, and I don't know how they survived me. And I was also like a junkie drug addict and left home. I like put them through the ringer. So if I ever have kids, I'm really scared. I'm like shaking my boots because I'm like, karma's gonna come for me and it's gonna be bad.
What were we doing? We were doing heroin or we were doing coke or all of it? What were we doing?
All of it.
Smart.
You name it. Except for the things that didn't exist, like stuff that exists now that didn't exist then. Like obviously I didn't do that, but I would have. Could have been around.
Right.
Sure.
You would have done fentanyl were it available.
Right, but it wasn't. But I mean, like
Thank God.
everything from like hard drugs that are like cool, and then like oh, I'm gonna go to CVS and just buy a bunch of chlorocidin and take the entire package because that seems like a good idea.
Okay, so you were really about it. You were really about it.
It was bad, and I literally don't know how I'm still alive, but I'm still here.
By the grace of God.
This is a long time. This is a long time ago, though. I imagine.
Long time, yeah. I've been sober 16 years, so a millennia.
Oh wow, very long time. Okay, yeah. So you ruined your parents' life for a little while, and then you kind of figured it out and kept on moving. That's great. That's really nice of you.
And now I living amends. That's how it is. I still ask to come over. I let them be mom and dad. I go home as much as I can and I just let them be mom and dad, mom and dad doing their mom and dad stuff.
Hopefully you get them a nice Christmas present.
Yeah, they still do Santa. Like me and my brother and sister are in our late 30s and they're like, okay, Santa needs to know what you want for Christmas. You get 3 things and some surprises. And I'm like, I fucking love you.
My mom does that as well. And she also does my laundry when I'm home. So I let mommy and daddy take care of me as well. Shut up, Jason.
Jason and I think you guys are fucking pussies.
You know what? Love it. So be it.
The Jasons can F off, bro. We're living our lives over here, okay?
Have fun spraying your pillows, you little losers. We're going to be over here tinkering in the garage, building shit like a goddamn American man.
Yeah, I guess you guys are real men. Jason, do you know how to work on a car? Don't tell me you can fix a carburetor.
No. I'll change your oil.
Okay.
That's about it.
Get a rattlesnake out of your yard, American men.
I'm not afraid of no rattler. Sometimes I'll see one when I'm hiking Runyon Canyon.
Wait, where do y'all live? Where are you guys?
We both live in LA, but we're in New York right now, actually. # New York Fashion Week.
Ooh.
It's New York Fashion Week?
That's right.
Oh, honey, it's New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So what does the New York Fashion Week look like for you? Are you guys strutting down the runway or?
Well, the streets of New York are a runway. I'm basically just getting blacked out every night at dumb parties, and then that's about it.
Yeah, it's really.
I'm not involved professionally in any matter.
I'm involved professionally, and we had a party last night, and now my professional duties are over. So I'm going to be able to cut loose by going to parties that I don't want to go to, dinners that I don't want to go to. Let's not forget that, and then early morning workout classes that kind of set the tone for the day. So I'm going to feel tired more than I should.
Sober guy stuff.
Yeah,
Aren't you guys
stuff.
excited to be around your fans and your beautiful, privileged life?
Yeah, of course.
I love the fans. Chris is a little on record as not loving the fans quite as much.
We are the same.
Yeah, Jason is Jason. Chris is Emily. You guys are just posh little bitches.
You guys know that I have a secret to say.
Okay.
I also have an apartment in LA because
There we
sometimes mommy needs Uber Eats, And also, like, getting packages here is so hard, and I have a heavy online shopping addiction, which I get everything delivered to LA. When I go home, I'm like, and my room is just filled with boxes, and I'm like,
So you're basically just like a real housewife of Highland Park, is what I'm getting. Like you're a down low shopaholic bitch.
Which is why, oh my god, my phone is dying. I'm sorry, I'm being like a teenage boy.
We're gonna need to plug the phone in, teen. What are you buying? What are you buying online? Are you on the Essence sale? Are you at matchesfashion.com, or is it just Amazon?
Real.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, Real is one. There's like this thing called Everything But the House, and it's like a
oh yeah, I'm familiar.
estate sale like online. It's so bad. And then I don't know, but if I get the light phone, I won't be able to online shop. So it's like a whole master plan for me to cut all my addictions out.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I applaud that you're taking steps and at least making an effort.
I'm trying
because it's hard.
It's hard.
It's a hard addiction to break, but doing something is better than doing nothing.
I make a lot of money and I spend it fast, but then when I'm not making money, it's a problem.
That's a classic.
Like
not only drug addict, but tattoo artist. That cash money, baby, it's too much.
Yeah, cash money, fast money. But also, like, when I'm touring, I don't have that cash money, so that's why I have to break the habit.
This has been a wild ride with you two, I have to say.
Wait, I know. Have we even started the interview?
That's a good question.
Guys, this is all it is. I know you haven't listened to this podcast before, but we just really shoot the shit. I don't care about your songwriting process.
We don't care about talking about it anymore.
Interview we've done all year. I honestly wish I feel like we're all friends. You need to circle back. You're a sober person too, for real?
Yeah, like almost 6 years.
Are you program sober or
No.
Decidedly like a vegan sober where you're like, I need to stop?
No, I mean I was like a OxyContin overdose. Like, it was pretty serious. So yeah, I just was.
You just stopped.
Well, yeah, but it's just weird. I didn't really know anybody at the time that was like in the program, and now, of course, I have like a million friends that are and know a lot about it, and like have flirted here and there. But yeah, it's just a weird. I don't know. It's just like a timing thing, I think.
Right. There's many types.
The community aspect, like that part of it really appeals to me. But it's just like, honestly, it's kind of like a scheduling thing. Like, it's just kind of intense. You know what I mean? Like,
he doesn't have time to be sober.
Yeah, like Jason's back. If I was,
I'm back.
Bitches. I mean, if I yeah, thanks, Jason. Welcome. But you don't go to meetings every day. You don't go to meetings every day anymore.
I go like once a week or once every 2 weeks.
I bet a meeting over there where you are is some freak shit.
I haven't been. I go to Zoom only now. I fucking love Zoom.
Yeah, because I would love to hit an AA meeting in Albuquerque, really see what's going. That's real America.
Yeah,
that's real America.
So you do online shopping and online sobriety as well.
Do you miss out on the coffee though? Like the burnt coffee?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, the coffee's so bad. It's like real. But now when I have really bad coffee in a styrofoam cup, I'm like, oh my god, first year of sobriety.
It really take me back.
Take me back.
It takes me back.
Jason, are you a fourth wave Chicago coffee guy? Are you pouring over every day?
Yeah, I'm currently aero pressing because that's my mobile rig, so when I'm on the go like this. But yeah.
Okay. You mean so when you're
Okay,
homeless?
Jason, does your AeroPress dangle off of a keychain on the back while you travel around?
It doesn't, but I have it in a really nice little a little baggie that I carry around.
Okay, don't say baggy. You're gonna trigger Emily. I
Baggy
It's
of what?
very small.
so what? So you travel with an AeroPress? Is that you bring it in the van in the Sprinter?
Oh yeah.
And you have a little hand grinder?
I don't hand grind. I'll let the professionals do that.
This conversation is over. It was great meeting you, Jason.
I also have an AeroPress.
I didn't know you were disgusting.
You have an AeroPress too?
Yeah, because I need coffee as soon as I wake up, so I can't like share with Jason. So we also were in separate hotel rooms, so we both have our own coffee kits. And I got really into mushroom coffee. I'm like fully cult hippie energy over here. But
You're
like,
more of an Erewhon bitch than we are combined. This is amazing.
I love
Yeah.
mushroom coffee, instant coffee. So I'll like make coffee and then put mushroom instant coffee into that coffee.
The fuck? Is that even legal?
No,
I love getting jacked the F up. I'm with you.
not legal.
But I agree. So what do you
I'm a
do,
criminal.
Jason? You get So Jason, are you saying you wake up in the morning and just kind of hang out for a while before you make coffee? Like what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, like I'll have like a little thought, a little think, and then I'll make the coffee. And then I try to sit in a window and like look out. And so like it's been so bleak in the hotels on this Euro tour. So like I was staring out at this like place called like Home Bargain and just like watching people at 9 a.m, like coming in and out of this store like with home goods. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on out here?
Bit dreary in
A
it.
bit dreary.
It is.
Yeah, that's the problem with EXO tour life, bro. It can't all be Bowery Ballroom, you know what I mean? We got some stinkers in there.
That's the truth.
And when you're trying to meditate before using your AeroPress, watching common British people shopping for home goods is probably going to bring the mood down so much that the coffee might happen a little sooner. You know what I mean?
I actually do listen to your podcast, and you were saying we didn't earlier, but I was in the store actually because we went to the mall a shit ton of times on this Euro tour. Oddly,
oh, perfect.
And I heard one of your guys' podcast, and you were talking about how many fingers your running shorts were. And I seen these shorts, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god! I never even thought about this." I'm like, "How many fingers am I?" And I had this whole like, I got lost in there for a little while.
I'm glad that we could bring you a little piece of home to the dark corners of Europe.
This is why we pod. Yeah, we can't really buy off the rack anymore. You know what I mean?
You're too
Yeah,
big.
I mean, my chest has gotten so big that it's
God.
I'm kind of on the rock program right now, so it's a little.
The dick is just too big. Like most trousers just don't
Exactly,
work.
yeah.
So there's a specialist that you
Jason
go to.
has to he's got a guy in LA that does zipper extensions for him. That's that's really done a lot for his wardrobe. It's been good for him. Yeah, but I think
honestly, it's a full-time job.
I think getting clothes tailored is something that
Impeccable,
more people.
So this is
It's
like a
such an
life hack.
affordable way to make things look better, and I kind of when I see people wearing ill-fitting, especially if it's nice clothes, I'm like, you could spend $10 and this would look in leaps and bounds better than what it looks like now.
$10 and we'll take care of those hips. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. We need to all dress to flatter our body. And I think that especially these young people out here, I'm seeing when you're walking around New York, young people just look like shit. They look like a fucking thrift store threw up on them and everything is just like ugly and big. And I'm just like, this is the hottest time of your life. Like if you're a 21-year-old NYU student and your parents are movie producers from LA, this is the best time in your life. Like you're going to NYU, you're doing coke, the jeans got to fit. I know. That's why I only wear things that are fully approved for 50 years or more. That's what we got to do. 50 years or more. Polo shirts, Oxford cloth button-down shirts, jeans, loafers, 50 years. No problem. We can look back. It's forever, and there's not going to be a problem. And that you gotta look past the noise. You know what I mean? But I'm not as heavily yadded up as you, but I'm also yadded. And I feel like that's the only thing that takes away from my extreme desire to be as timeless as possible in my dressing.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know what to
does,
do now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do because I want a hand tattoo, but I'm afraid.
You don't want to get turned down at your job interview.
Yeah, I'm looking to I'm looking to break into the corporate workforce, and I'm afraid that they'll bristle at my hand yaps.
Chris, in the metaverse, you can have whatever hand tats you want.
That's a great.
Wow.
Just get like
That's
one,
a great point.
like one little rose, like one little charm, and then it's like
Yeah, it would be one.
Yeah.
It would be one.
It's not like
Yeah.
orange. Oh, yeah.
I knew this guy.
What did you say? You knew a guy is always a good start.
I had this like clubbing phase when I was like 18, and
There we go.
where I was going to like crazy like nightclubs in Chicago. But I was like the token like indie guy, I guess.
I bet you cleaned up on tail.
We did. It was a nice time. This guy had a dry clean only tattoo, and I was just like,
Bro. Whoa.
oh, it still brings the
What does that
shiver
even
up my spine.
I don't. Yeah, hand tats.
Was that his only tattoo?
Yeah, and it was on his wrist.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that Emily has more tattoos on her hand than Chris has on his entire body. And you probably have like 20 tattoos, Chris.
You got full. Are you full body, like butt, feet?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's part of your job, though.
Everything.
You have to do that. I think if
Yeah.
you have to let your friends.
But I also just like it. I like being covered. It makes me feel better about my body.
How many bad tattoos on your thighs do you have from you learning?
A few. You want to see?
A few.
Is this
I mean, there's some
like
questionable.
this area?
Yeah, there's some stuff in there that I don't fully understand. You know what I mean? But that's not.
Here, this is easier.
No, it's not bad. There's some tattoos on top of other tattoos.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
was
That's
a-
bad. That's bad.
It looks like a cinnamon roll that somebody forgot to frost.
A portal to hell. I hate it so much.
Jason, are you tat free?
No, I got a few. I just like having only shitty ones, really.
Except for the one I gave you.
I was gonna ask. That was my question.
It's completely bled into just a block now, though.
No, that one is shitty. The other one, the smiley face, is good. That's like one of my best tattoos I've ever done.
Oh, yeah, that one's good. Tour tat, you know?
Yeah, you have to do that. It's kind of a rite of passage.
But I forget because it's on the back of my arm, so I forget I even have it.
I know what you're saying, bro.
That one's great. I did a little triangle with an eye in it, and then it turned into a black blob.
And when you're doing it in the van, things get weird. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's not the best environment. Emily, I'm ready to get. I'll get a tat from you if you can do some traditional work. I don't like all this funky shit. I don't like the cutesy stuff. I want real man. I want real man shit. You know what I mean?
Like a tribal tattoo?
Exactly. Snakes, tribal tattoos, roses, dice, the whole like real American man shit. I'm sick of these little stick and poke fruit tattoos.
If the snake could be fighting like a battleship or something that would be great.
I want to see two animals causing violence to one another. I think that's the kind of the real
Under the
that kind of
sea.
describes me. Yeah, under the sea. That describes me.
Reflective of man's true condition. you
Now
know?
we're talking, bro.
You get it. You get it.
I love
Jason.
meaningful shit, bro. You know that. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure chatting today. Dehd, the album, Blue Skies, in stores everywhere. I've listened to this countless times. I really love it. All joking aside, thanks to our friends at Fat Possum for setting this up.
Show to go to Fat Possum. And you guys have a new cover. You guys have a cover of
Fatty P.
Marcy Playground, that Fatty P.
Fatty P.
That ass. Awesome. You guys have a cover of Marcy Playground.
Oh my god. Yeah, we did.
I just saw that on the internet.
Listen to that. Is it good? Jason, did you hear
I
it?
was so hungover.
Was it good? He was like throwing up before we recorded it. We did it one time, and they're like, "Is this good?" We're like, "I don't know, fine, whatever." And then everyone was like, "This is amazing! This was the first song they ever broke on Sirius or wherever we were." And I was like, "Oh no, they're gonna play it so much. I hope it was done well." Holy crap! Like,
I like you. Yeah, your approach truly is something else, guys. I feel like it's working. So just keep rocking. You know what I mean? Like, don't think too hard. Just keep doing what you're doing and let it rock.
Every time they zig, you zag, and just keep going. We love to see it.
We love to see it. And we will we'll talk to you guys
But
soon.
yes, the cover is bad. The cover is bad.
Okay. Fuck. Wait, will you guys come to our show October 5th?
Yeah,
in
for
LA?
sure. Yeah, if I'm in LA, we'll be there. Absolutely. If not, I might be in Atlanta.
You don't have to come to the show.
No, I want to come to the show. I don't want to hang out with you. I just want to see you guys play. Thank you. No, for real, we'll come check you out. Good to see you guys.
Great talking.
Okay, bye. Can we leave the Zoom now?